What's going on, guys? We are going to get into Opendoor today. So basically, we saw this thing kind of sell off today, down 14%. Pretty typical. Some people 10x their money on this. It had a great week, a lot of profits made, pretty much doubled in price. And then, so now you're seeing some profit taking. It's very normal for stuff like this to happen. We kind of pointed that out in yesterday's video that, a sell was likely coming, profit taking, and yeah, this is completely normal, nothing to worry about in my opinion. Now, I could see something like this play out. So I could see this coming down between 770 and 820 is going to be a scale in zone. That's where I'm going to buy. And then if it were to drop below that, say overall market is coming down, people kind of take their eyes off Opendoor for a little bit and we fill this gap and it would be a retest of the breakout. That's where I would load up. And anything short term, if we continue to fall and break below $5 pretty much, that's where I would cut short term stuff and then probably just switch to shares and just let it ride. Or, any short term options, it would be down pretty good at that point. So you would just cut those or roll to a longer leap. So, something in 2026. Because I still do believe that this is going to retest, bounce, and go. And I'm still targeting, above this supply zone and into 1285. And then once we hit that, we'll obviously reevaluate. But that's what I'm looking for right now. As far as the flow for Opendoor, we definitely saw some more puts come in today. So 3.2 million have come in, but you're still seeing people like just now buy a call expiring today, which is kind of crazy. But overall, we still have calls outweighing puts, which is positive to see. And then here's what that looks like on a bigger time frame. So now we're on the weekly, just hop from the daily. So you had your huge breakout, tapped our resistance zone and sold off. And so now you could expect something to come down first in this green zone, see if we bounce from there or at least retest. But I really don't want to see this thing break below the retest and start to sell off more. And that's where you would just probably cut that short-term stuff. But still definitely think this has a lot of room to run and you're just seeing some profit taking. So really hoping they don't do an offering that would pretty much crush the momentum that we have going. But it's just something you always have to think about. Now we're going to get into Tesla. Amazing day. This was in yesterday's video as one of my main watches for Friday. So traded this quite a bit. Made some good money today. The small account, 1K account, has almost doubled in a week. So if we look at Tesla, it broke out this morning and had a 7% day, which is huge. And we're going to look at the chart and flow. So this is the weekly time frame mentioned in yesterday's video. Ascending triangle breakout, just an absolute Hulk candle all the way to 394, which was a big zone. And then now obviously we're approaching 400, which will be a big mental number for Tesla to get over, and so on. I do think this is going to continue to run. Maybe you see a little bit of a pullback, but Tesla is on a massive run. And I was eyeing these today. This is what I was kind of trading off of. 0 day to expiration, over $1 million in premium. These guys don't lose. I swear, like you see something 0 day over $1 million, I would just trade it. And that's what I did. So made some good money on Tesla. And like I said, this account is up just in 1 week, almost doubled. So pretty hyped about that. And then overall flow on Tesla today, 61 million versus 11 million. So it definitely did have some put buyers in there, and I'm sure they, found ways to make money on slight declines. But overall, didn't really want to bet against this stock, especially on the train that Tesla's on. So yeah, gonna definitely keep watching this one into next week and just see if this continues higher.